I kind of look at it too. This is, if I'm reading between the lines, I'm saying that because this is why I go back all the way into Supercross. Why he started wearing his hat backwards, right? Started wearing his hat backwards in Supercross, and we all know that he's leaving Red Bull KTM. He's going to depart there, head over to the Factory Cowie team after SMX. So to me, that was an answer that was, he's kind of checked out, moved on, ready for the new challenge, the new team, but you're mid-season. So that's what I don't know what to say about, because I mean, this isn't your first rodeo. Like, that there's 17 plus 11 plus 3 SMXs and Motocross the Nation. Like that's nothing new. So if you want to be a contender in both championships in the same year, you have to prepare yourself for Supercross, knowing that Supercross is going to go into the 11th hour. Typically, if you're racing jet, if you're a front runner, it typically goes down into the 11th hour, and championships wrapped up. But 3 weeks later, you start your Pro Motocross Championship. I know you did it, RC. I did it many years, was able to do back-to-back, so I think that that's somewhere he needs to work on that, because that's not going away. And Cowie's going to expect just the same thing that Red Bull expected, the Supercross Championship and a Motocross Championship. And you fight to the end in both of them, and you give her hell, and however it ends up happening, whoever wins. But pulling the goggles off. I did see another interview that he said that a pretty good sized rock hit his helmet, or up here close to his face. So that being said, like I understand he was trying to get a couple laps into the race at Paula to let everybody kind of space out. But I personally you can't afford to do that with these motorcycles now, with these tracks. Like you only have 2 eyes, and as far as I know, they can't replace it with anything that works just as good as the one God gave you. So I'd probably should have, like he said, I should have pulled in. So yeah, definitely should have pulled in. And like he said, I probably wouldn't have fell if I had my goggles.
Yeah. Vague for sure. I second you on that. I don't know. Like, if you're a Chase Sexton fan, you're not gonna like this. But RV, like you said it, you're paid to contend for the championships in Supercross and outdoor. Now we have 3 playoff rounds. It's 31 races. You and I raced 28 races for the championship. I think we had 16 and 12 maybe. So there you go. You do the math. You guys know what that is. So, I mean, we're talking 3 extra races for the playoffs, which overall isn't that much. You have the Motocross of Nations, but at the end of the day, I mean, these guys have the trainers, the team personnel, the managers. They have good people around them. And for me, like it was my job, it was your job to be ready for Supercross and Motocross, no ifs, ands, or buts. So it's tough for me. I don't understand. Well, number one, I don't know what's going on. If something behind the scenes is happening, that's probably what's going on that we don't know about. So I want to tread lightly on what I say, but all I know is at that level, and you said it perfectly, they expect you to be ready for 31 races. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why you get paid millions and millions of dollars to be ready. Focus your training, focus your testing on said championships, and you make the adjustments necessary so that you are the best guy for the 31 races. That's simple as it, dude. That is as simple as it gets. I know I would have been that way. I know you would have been that way. Like, it just is what it is. You have to be the best you can all season long. And if that means that you have to adjust your training off the bike, you have to adjust your training on the bike, you have to do testing at certain times, dude, like it's different for everybody. I would have handled it differently than you would have, or than Chase has, or than Stu did, or than Chad did in my day. But everyone has their program. It's your job and your team's job to figure out that balance to get it right, so you're the best guy.
I agree. So yeah,
I just
it's like we both said, vague on information. And
yeah
if there is something going behind the scenes, it'd be, I'm sure we'd all like to know, right? So that
yeah
we have a clearer view of what he's dealing with. But I also know, and too, that we keep a lot of secrets inside this sport, which is really here nor there. It's how you decide to run your program.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hopefully, like behind the scenes, like nothing is serious. Like he's okay health wise, mental health wise, and stuff like that. Like not trying to be not want to be compassionate towards his his mental health there if there's something going on. But all I know is I don't care who you are. You got to find the right balance to where you can go and be the best for all series. And like you said, it's been that way for years, and it ain't changing.
And what we do know is it is a pressure cooker. It's
It is.
it's 31 races, 32 races. That is what makes the special athletes become great, because they're able to handle the pressure and all of the outside noise and racing basically year round.
That's why it's so special. Like you just said, you talk about the greats. That's why it is so special when you see guys to be able to win the Supercross championship and then the motocross championship. And now we have the playoffs. So you'll see that continue. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes those guys special. It takes a special person to be able to manage all that especially multiple years like yourself, like you did, or yeah. So
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.